Welcome to Saul Heart Program. My name is Dr. Bimal Chajad and I am going to give you a great detail about heart care today. I am going to tell you a story about heart disease, about what is heart, how the heart disease is created, how the heart disease can be solved without cutting it, without pasting it, without any angioplasty or bypass surgery. Today's lecture, I hope, will change your whole thinking about heart care. I believe today there are about 10 crore heart patients in India, and this is a very huge number, and this number is growing up and up and up. Every year in India about 50 lakh people die of heart attacks, and these numbers can be reduced a lot if you understand what we are doing and how we are doing and how we solve the heart disease. We are an organization who have spread all over the country and also the neighboring country of India, and we have spread this heart care awareness to all over. The idea is you have to understand what is a heart disease, and you have to understand how the heart disease has happened, and you have to solve the cause of the heart disease. And if you do that, the heart disease will not grow, but it will reverse back. And if it reverses back, that means your bypass surgery is cancelled, your angioplasty is cancelled, and you are going to reduce the number of medicines in near future. I am going to give you a complete detail about the whole thing, but let me divide this whole lecture into 5 parts. First thing I am going to give you is why we do not want a bypass surgery, angioplasty, why we do not want to cut the body. And then I am going to give you a detail about what is heart care, what is heart, how the heart disease is created, how the blockages grow, and what is a heart attack, how to prevent heart attack, how do you know that you got a heart disease. So all that details I am going to give you, diagnosis about heart disease. In the next chapter I am going to tell you about how the hospital system is geared up, how the hospitals are getting bypass surgeries, angioplasties done, of which 95% could have been easily avoided. I believe that hospitals are doing operations because of the economic reasons, and these economics, if we do not consider, then 95% of the bypass surgeries, angioplasties are not at all required. And I am going to tell you how this hospital process occurs, how the hospital takes the patient towards operations table. The third chapter I am going to tell you about the medical management of heart disease, how with the medicines we can manage the heart disease, and how medical management with the tablets. I am not against medical tablets, I am not against the medical treatment. Our Science and Art of Living program does not exclude medicine. We want medical treatment to be included into it. As a cardiologist, as a medical doctor, as an MBBS, as an MD, I always believe that medical science is very good in many aspects. Except the cutting of the body, medical science is wonderful. So I am going to tell you how the medical science treats heart disease, and we are in it. And then I am going to tell you what are the lifestyle changes you have to do. What is cholesterol, what is triglyceride, how the blockages have happened, and how it is possible to reverse the heart disease with lifestyle change. In the last chapter, I am going to tell you about 2 new treatments that has come up called natural bypass and biochemical angioplasty. In natural bypass, this is a very new treatment. Without cutting, you can create new natural bypass in the heart. That means our God has given us extra tubes, and these tubes, if you can open up, then we can bypass the blockages, and this is called natural bypass. There is a machine without cutting the body can open hundreds and thousands of tubes inside your heart, and these tubes are all provided by God in advance to us. And these tubes, if we can open, then there is no need of a bypass surgery because it is a natural bypass. And then I am going to tell you about a treatment called biochemical cleaning or biochemical angioplasty. Here we put some chemicals inside your heart, and these chemicals will go and eat up some of the blockages, they dissolve some of the blockages, and that happens, then there is no need of operations and angioplasties. And these 2 treatments are called fast track treatment, they are non-invasive. Let me explain to you what is the difference between invasive and non-invasive. Understand that we have done a huge medical technological improvement. I agree but this technology is still insufficient to cut the body. Think of the nature. The nature, small things we can't do. We can make 100 floor buildings, we can make the best cars, we can make the best TVs and whatnot, all the machines. But think of a small apple. A small apple, can you make it in a factory? Think of a small flower. I have cut the flower from the tree and I want you to put it back. Can you do that? Why? Because our technology does not understand nature completely. It cannot duplicate the nature's items. Think of a pomegranate, a small fruit. Have you seen each of the grains of a pomegranate, how the nature, how the God has packed it, the kind of packing they have done. Now suppose I open the pomegranate and give you 1000 grains and I tell you, okay, you pack it in the same way God has packed it. Can you do that? You can't. And similarly, think of the nature's greatest gift, the human body. And this body, if we can open it, we cannot put it back in the same way. And this is why we do not want a surgery. Our body is the greatest, nature's greatest machine, and this machine we should not disturb at all. Because once we cut the machine, it will have lot of repercussions, in the sense that blockages grow in 30-40 years in a normal body. But after a bypass surgery, you will find 5 years the blockages come. After an angioplasty, you will find even few months, 1 year, 2 years, the blockages are coming back. Why? Because now the nature has taken the revenge, because the nature you should not disturb. And this is one of the reasons that I don't want you to cut the body. Once you cut the body, you are creating some permanent damage inside the body. And without cutting the body, if we can heal the heart, how the body will heal? Think of it. You take the best of the cars, Mercedes cars, scratch on the car, and you scratch on my hand, and after 1 month you see my hand scratch is completely gone, the Mercedes scratch is there. Our body can heal up. This is the same thing that happens when the fracture happens. Then the doctor do what? They plaster the bones together and leave it like that. The nature will heal, the body will heal. Similarly, if you understand, in old age, people say, sir, how can you reverse the blockages? Let me explain. In old age, when calcium is not supplied to the body, the bones, they have calcium, and the body needs calcium. It picks up the calcium from the bones, and if the bones can give the calcium back to the body, the blockages can also give the cholesterol and the fat to the body. And if we can create a negative equation of cholesterol and triglyceride in the body will eat up the fat deposits, the cholesterol deposits, and withdraw the blockage. And this has been proven without any doubt that the blockages can be reversed. I am going to give you a little detail. So let's go one by one and see all the chapters. First chapter, understanding heart disease. Then second chapter, what the hospital system is doing. Third chapter, what is the present medical management that we are supporting. And then the lifestyle changes, how can they reverse the blockage. And lastly, the fast track treatment in the form of natural bypass and biochemical angioplasty. Stay with us and go one by one. Thank you so much. Let's understand what is heart problem first. First, let us understand what is heart itself. Heart is a small organ that of a size of an apple, about 300 grams in weight, and it is present over here. It is situated over here in the chest, little on the left side, and it pumps about 72 times in a minute, and it keeps on pumping the blood to the whole body. Let's understand how the heart pumps. Look at this slide. This is heart pumping. The heart is pumping, the blood comes out of a tube called the aorta. Aorta is about 1 inch in diameter, and this aorta comes, immediately gives a branch to the right hand, to the brain, to the left hand. Then the aorta takes a U-turn, goes to the chest, abdomen, then to the 2 legs. So once the heart pumps, the blood goes to the whole body, and heart keeps on pumping blood to the whole body, and through this blood the heart gives oxygen to the whole body. Now the heart gives oxygen to the whole body, but for its own need, heart needs supply of oxygen for itself. And I am going to tell you how this heart gets supply of its own. Now look at this. This is the heart pumping this blood, and through the aorta blood is going to the whole body. And during this time, the heart receives 3 supplies for its own, and these 3 are called coronary arteries. You can see one on the right and 2 on the left. one in the left front, one in the left back, and these 3 tubes are called coronary arteries. Let us see these coronary arteries more clearly. This is the right coronary artery on the right side, and this is the left anterior descending. Anterior because this is in the front, and descending because it is going down. So it is called left anterior descending. On the back there is a left circumflex tube. These 3 tubes supply blood to the whole body. And you know what is heart disease? Heart disease means inside these 3 tubes the cholesterol and the fat gets deposited, and these deposits gradually grow and grow and grow and create a heart problem. Let us see when, now let us understand one thing, when these blockages will start growing. They will start growing at the age of about 15 to 20 years. See, remember, our child grows like this, Till what age it will grow? It will grow till the age of about 16, 17, 18, and after that the growth will retard, and by 20 the growth will completely stop. Now when the child stopped growing, that time the blockages will start growing. Now suppose at the age of 20 the blockage start growing, and somebody gets a heart problem at the age of 60, that means he has taken about 40 years to grow this blockage. Now let us see how the blockage looks like. We have a slide for this also. Now let us see, this is a 0 blockage, this is a 10% blockage, this is 20%, this is 30%, this is 40%, 50%, this is 60, 70%. Now this is a heart patient, about 80% plus blockage. When a person gets 80% plus, he becomes a heart patient. But why after 80 the blockage is creating trouble? Because our heart's need is only 20%. Remember, for our normal activities, heart needs only 20% blood. Let me explain. Our heart's requirement is only 10%, only 10% when we are standing or lying down. When we walk, we need 20%. When we run, we need 30%. Now suppose you don't have to run. As a common man, you don't have to run. So walking and climbing, we require about 20%. Now if 20 is available, if somebody has a 80 blockage, 20 is available, that person says, I have no problem, I can walk around, I can climb, and I have no problem. That means till 80% blockage, people will not get any symptoms of heart disease. Let's understand, somebody comes and tells a doctor, cardiologist, sir, if I walk, if I climb, I get a chest pain. Means what? This means the blockage has already crossed 80%. That means 20% which is required for walking or climbing is not available. So when a patient comes to a doctor, he is definitely more than 70-80% blocked, because without that he will have no symptoms and he will not go to a doctor. Do you think a normal person with 20-30 blockage will reach a doctor? No, he will never reach, because he has to have difficulty, and difficulty will only happen when you don't give him that 20% he requires for normal usual activities of moving around, climbing. So when a heart patient comes to us, he is definitely more than 80% blocked. Now this 80% blocked tube, if it grows further, the person will say, sir, even taking bath I am getting problem, because taking bath you need about 10-12%. And if a person says, sir, if I am getting pain, I am getting pain at rest, that means it may be a 100 blockage. When a patient gets a heart attack, he gets a pain at rest, and this means 100% blockage. Anyway, let us understand, this is how the blockages have grown. The slide shows you all the details, and when you are 80% or so, then you report to a cardiologist. This started at the age of 20 years, and at the age of 60 years a person has become a heart disease patient. So about 40 years he has taken to grow the blockage, which means the blockage is growing at the speed of about 2% per year. 2% per year you keep on growing. After 40 years you become a heart patient. So this is how the speed of the blockages are. Now suppose somebody wants to be a little in a hurry. He says, sir, 2% is too slow, I want to grow 4% per year. Now how do you do that? You eat lot of bad fat, you eat lot of meat, lot of cholesterol, triglycerides, smoke, don't exercise, tremendously stressed, the blockage will grow fast. And by the age of 40, a heart patient will emerge. So remember, the blockages can grow according to your habits, according to your lifestyle change. So do you think God is controlling everything? No, God does not control everything. It is we control the blockages. And I believe that if you can understand how the blockages are growing, then you can always take care of the blockage. Now once the patient reaches more than 80% blockage, he gets a trouble called angina. Have you heard of this name called angina? Angina means the blockage will have, the patient will have chest pain on the left side of the chest. He says, sir, if I walk I get a chest pain, and if I stop walking I don't get a pain. If I climb, then the pain will come, and this is called angina. Let's understand what is angina. This is what is angina. Look at this slide. Pain or heaviness on the left side of the chest, aggravates on exertion and walking and emotion, and relieved by rest. Pain can spread to the left arm, worse after food. People say, sir, before eating I can walk more distance, but after eating I can't walk. And then there may be ghabrahat, or we call it uneasiness. There may be palpitation, the heartbeats become very fast when a person walks, and there are people who don't get pain, they get breathlessness. People say, sir, if I walk fast I get breathlessness. This is also angina. And in rare cases the pain may not be on the left side, it may be on the right side, on the shoulder, on the back, and there may be a jaw pain, and they may be sweating. So all these symptoms point towards a blockage of more than 80%. So all these symptoms, if people keep reporting to the doctor must know the blockage has already crossed 80%. Now let's see another slide with 80%. This is another slide with 80% blockage. You can see this is a picture of the zero blockage, and this is a picture of about 80% blockage. And these blockages, if they keep on growing, these blockages, there is a membrane on top of the blockage. This is called internal membrane. Remember this membrane, this deposit is basically made up of cholesterol and triglyceride, the fats, and if the fats keep on depositing more and more, the membrane will stretch, and remember this membrane may burst one of the days. I am going to explain about this. At this moment let me explain. Heart disease means blockages. 98% is true. Remember, there are 1 or 2% patients of heart disease which don't have blockage, and these patients are probably a valve defect. You have heard of valve defect? Have you heard of a hole in the heart? Now these 2 patients out of 100 are heart patients, but they don't have blockage, but 98 out of 100 are blockage patients. So when I explain about heart disease, it is basically the blockage patients I am going to explain to you. Now have you understood heart disease very clearly? The blockages have grown over the years. Now a patient reports to a heart hospital, and we understand it is a heart problem. Now people ask me often, sir, after getting 80 I will come to know about the blockage, but is there any way to know it before 80, before 70, before 60? I said, see, there will be no symptoms, you will not have any difficulty. But sir, suppose preventively I want to know. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible now. Previously there was a test for knowing the blockage called angiography, a very crude test. Crude means you have to insert a wire inside the body, and this is something like somebody says, I have got abdominal pain. I say, okay, cut the abdomen and we will see inside. That is not good. I thought there should be some other process without puncturing the body, without putting the wire inside the heart. Can I know the blockage? I was just thinking, God, there should be some test without this angiography, that wire angiography. And luckily for you, there is a new test that has come now, and this test is called CT coronary angiogram. It is a non-invasive test, and look at this test. All you have to do is to sit on the table, and this table will move inside, and there is a camera rotating inside around the heart, and they will give you an injection, and within 2 minutes they will be able to tell you how much is the blockage. And this test is called CT coronary angiography. No hospitalization, no cutting of the body, no putting of the wire inside the body. And this test is not so expensive, about 7,000-8,000 rupees, 6,000 rupees we can get this test. Previously the test used to be little lengthy, but now within 1 second we can know. With 128 slides machines, it is within 1 second we will know the blockage. And I must tell you, this system has become very, very popular. Nowadays the hospital system, they do not want angiographies, but people are demanding for CT angiography. So gradually this system is spreading. only problem with this machine is that the cardiologists are not happy with this machine. Obviously, their angiography, that wire angiography is getting affected, because more and more people will go for a normal angiogram, that is the CT angiogram. That wire angiogram is going to go down, and I must tell you, gradually the number of the CT angiograms are increasing and more people are going for it. So if you want to know your blockage in advance, or you want to know the location of the blockage, it is good to get a CT angiogram. So this is where I have explained to you what is heart problem, and now you have to understand what are the reasons why this heart problem has come. These heart problem has come because of particular reasons, and these reasons are called risk factors, and there are 15 risk factors which create the heart problem. Let's see the slide, and let's see what are the risk factors. The risk factors are high cholesterol, high triglyceride, low HDL cholesterol, cholesterol HDL ratio, LDL cholesterol and VLDL cholesterol. These 6 items we call it lipid profile. And then there is high blood pressure, high blood sugar, then there is smoking, lack of exercise, overweight, and then low fiber in the food. If you don't take lot of fruits and vegetable, low fiber in the food, that also create a heart problem. And then low antioxidants. Remember, this is the latest theory. The blockages are caused by cholesterol. When they get oxidized cholesterol through oxidation, the cholesterol, when it is getting oxidized, it deposits 4 times speedier. So there is a chemical in the body called antioxidant, and series of chemicals called vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. These 3 vitamins are called antioxidants, and if you don't have these 3 vitamins, the blockage will happen 4 times speedier. So you must have lot of antioxidants, and lack of antioxidants cause of heart disease. Another is alcohol, and the most important of all is stress, the mental pressure. Now all these together, they create the blockage over the years. Now if we control all these factors, then there is no problem, but if we don't control, there is a